Right, let's look at this ERA, the insurance one. We're going to use a 5 gauge tool, this one with the adjustable collar, and a solid fixed tip or silver soldered in there. So we're going to drop him in there. That'll stop right up to where it needs to go. If it was a deeper lock, you could take that collar off and then you could go deeper in. We're going to use a fairly long wire for this one. There's some high lifts going on in this one. I did manage to pick up 3 of these. Now I'll start from the very front. I'm at the very, very front. And then, as you can see there, I think I can only go in that far. I've got a few sitting right on the curtain, so I'm going to struggle. So we'll start off with the first one. Real light tension. And my little bounces like that. I can just feel it scratching against that bolt. That's one. Where's 2? There's 1. Here, click off 2. Click off 3. So I've got 1 still bouncing about. 2 now, you can see when my thumb's gone up there. Set. 3, set. So they're both the same cuts. Now, real light tension. I can't go forward. So what I'm going to have to do is go over here and just use the tip of that wire just to gently tease that up a little bit. I think I got it. So right now, look. Now there's a 5th one. So I can got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 5th one somewhere. I've got to push right into here to try and get hold of it. Oh, false notch. So you got to go all over again. So I can't pick back to front, which I really need to do. I need to pick front to back because I can't get back underneath that low wire. So again, little jiggle on 1. If that click, 2. If that click, 3. Now 4 is real sitting on the curtain. Little tiny. Probably almost like a 0 cut. There we go, we're through. Oh, and it's dropped back behind me. Let's see if I can try and get hold of 4. Oh, got a bit deeper then. Got 4, but now it's trying to come back. And we've got it. Look at the draw there, we've got it. What a pig. What an absolute pig. Trying to get my wires out, she'd never spin them all the way around like that. But what a pig. But we got through. You suss them out as you go through these locks. You do suss them out. You got to read them as you pick them. Normally these isn't too bad to pick, but because that one was sitting right, I think it was 4. I just couldn't seem to get past it to try and get to the 5th lever. Now I did manage to get 3 of these, and I think they're all the same. All ERAs, all sash. I've got a wider case, of course. That's the only difference between that. I did manage to get 3 of them. No bloody keys though. It's always the way. Always the way. So a quick look. First one was a 5. It's false notch on the bottom, so it's just a tiny little lift. You can see it was not enough. A little lift and you were there. Second one was a number 2. Much more of a lift then. That's quite a high lift. There was at that sort of angle you see on that wire. False notch on the top. So we're going opposites now. Third one, a number 1, a much higher lift. False notch on the top. I'm trying to mix them up. Not that it matters, I haven't got a key. So what was this 4th one? This 4th one, yeah. Oh, it was. Let's have a look at it. 4th one was you don't see these very often, an 8. And there it was. I couldn't quite get it. It was sitting right on that curtain there, and it was sort of corkscrew or side of a wire just to nudge it up, just that fraction. That little gap there, that's as high as a nudge it up. And that was the one I couldn't get past. False notch on the bottom. And the the fifth and final one. Oh, and we're popping it out. And we're back on a mucky one. Force notch on the top. So a real high lift again. So normally these are pretty easy to pick because they've got quite defined sort of false gates in them, and you can feel, and they make clicks and clunks and all sorts of sound. But with that, that was an unusual one. Not seen one of these for a while. An 8 on number 4 as well, so it really hid that fifth one what I needed to get to. So that was a bit of an interesting pick. Right, what you're thinking? Well, this week's prize draws, my friend. I hope you enjoyed. You wouldn't have seen it, but the people that watch the video on my YouTube channel, because I do lots of additional videos on there, guys. I was showing you how to make these. I did a little tune on a. You'd see me play, you know. They're just sort of homemade little lollipops, dead easy to make, a bit of silver solder, and you know, on the website, if you're not caught up with it already, I'll show you how to make these. You've got little pick wires on the end of them. You can make them any length you want. It's if you like lollipops. It's just a penny washer. That's all it is. So if you've missed it, it's on there, guys. And what's okay, this week's prize draw. What did I promise? I've got quite a few locks. I did manage to pick up quite a few Americans, and we'll have a look at those. And that was courtesy of my good friend. Now I'm going to get his last name wrong. It was Steve. Steve, you know who you are, my friend. Steve, thank you very much. I'm not going to say your last name correctly, so I won't. He sent me quite a few. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 5 Americans. 5 Americans. And are these ones. So this is going to be, thanks to Steve, we can pop one of these in the prize draw, can't we? If you collect Americans, you might already have one, and you might not. So it's got the couple of keys, it all comes in the boxes. So Steve, appreciate that. Your support is immense. Thank you very much. So I'm going to pop that in, and I'm also going to pop in that lock we had a little mess about with a couple of weeks ago on the website, and we went through and a little pick of that, so it's a bit heavy, but we're going to put these 2 in for this week's prize draw, guys. So this week's prize draw for my supporters, thank you very, 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 very much indeed, guys. I really appreciate your support, especially in these crazy times again. I've done a couple of more videos the last day or so, so I'll start uploading them and adding them to the website. Some quite informative stuff. Also, I'm making other things as well. So guys, stay safe, stay well, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Ta-da!